Go away, there's no back seat.
You at least asked them to subscribe, right?
I think you just did.
I do all the heavy lifting around here.
I highly doubt it.
The best cars are engineered for specific intent. The Porsche 718 Boxster is laser focused for performance. Its mid-engine design uses a flat Boxer engine that lays deep behind the seats for a low center of gravity. The GTS 4-liter model gets something special. A naturally aspirated flat-six engine. If you remember, the 718 series switched to turbocharged 4-cylinders a number of years back. Even the 2019 GTS had one, tuned for potency. Still, the Porsche community has, well, mixed feelings about that. So the 6 is back. That wrong has been righted. If you have the funds.
If you like the idea of this, but just not into convertibles, Porsche has you covered. It's available as a fixed-roof coupe, the Cayman, and if you like the flat 6, but want something a little bit higher strung, more track-ready, Porsche delivers again, the GT4, the drop-top version of that being the 718 Spider.
Think of the GTS 4-liter as an ambassador between high performance, everyday livability, and fiscal responsibility. It's some $11,000 less than the GT4, $9,000 under the Spider, but the base price of $90,000 will buy 3 Miatas, so there's that. As tested, this one's $117,000. That's 4 Mazdas if you're keeping score. In GTS duty, the 4-liter, mounted where the kids might sit in a 911, is slightly detuned from GT4 and Spider. There's 395 horsepower, 309 pound-feet of torque, and the kind of smoothness and engine sound the Turbo 4 doesn't get. Want it deeper? That's a thing. A 6-speed manual with a lovely mechanical feel and sound is standard on the rear-drive GTS. Also standard is the Sport Chrono package and PASM Sport suspension. This one is equipped with the no-cost option Porsche Active Suspension Management System that rides 10 millimeters higher, good if your driveway is steep. Other major options include $5,900 carbon fiber shell sport seats and $7,400 carbon ceramic brakes. This car will do 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds, and that's great, but even better is how it does it.
The clutch take-up is perfect, the engine sounds like a million moving pieces in perfect harmony, and it's behind me. That gets me every time.
The chassis is steel girder solid. In an increasingly digital world, the analog feel of the Boxster GTS 4-liter is like a vacation every time you slide into the incredibly deep seats.
For a sports car, this is remarkably comfortable. Yeah, you're gonna feel sharp bumps, but you know, low-profile tires, that's gonna happen. My bicycle tires are thicker than these.
This is much easier to live with as a daily driver than the GT4 and Spider, even with the higher riding suspension and tires that aren't quite as sticky as the ones on GT4. GTS slings around corners totally flat with no drama whatsoever. Steering is neutral, lots of road feel coming through the wheel, neck hairs are fully informed. The on-center feel is as locked down as a Supermax prison. A mechanical limited slip differential with torque vectoring is standard.
Wind management is pretty good. I'm going 60 miles an hour. See, not a toupee. And I don't wear a lot of product.
Let's talk about those carbon ceramic brakes. Expensive to buy and replace, the stopping power on this 3,160-pound machine is ferocious.
Hauls the Boxster down right quick and in a very controlled manner.
Only you can determine if they're worth the extra bucks.
The shift action of this and the Mazda Miata are my 2 favorite manual transmissions. Some people feel that the gearing is a little bit tall on this. That doesn't bother me. Besides, there's always the PDK dual clutch transmission, which is a terrific gearbox. I would have a hard time deciding between the two.
As far as fuel economy, the EPA rates the GTS 4-liter at an average of 19 miles per gallon on specified premium fuel. If you're concerned about the environment, there's always the Taycan if you want a Porsche EV, but no convertible plan there.
Here's something that I have never experienced on a manual transmission. Automatic engine stop-start, and gotta say, it's the smoothest system that I've ever experienced. Push the clutch in, engine starts automatically. Nicely done, guys.
The exhaust isn't quite what it used to be. Blame worldwide sound regulations, but it's still good stuff for the ears. The cabin is pure Porsche. Upgraded here with Racetex fabric, Porsche has perfected the art of option creep. It would be easy to shave the cost down under $100K by eliminating things like carbon fiber trim, illuminated door sills, upgraded interior package, and the deep, deep carbon fiber buckets.
I'm 5'9". These seats work for me. I like them a lot. Keep in mind, the backs don't adjust for rake, and they're so deep. You're gonna wanna practice getting in and out if you're trying to impress that special someone, and it's a lot easier to do when the top is down.
I'll point out I bruised my thigh on the edge. It's really hard. The quality in here is top-notch with perfect stitching and very high-quality materials. These may not be huge, but they're lined so things don't rattle around. These are my favorite door releases of all time. Laugh if you want, but try them, you'll understand. The user interface is the right combination of hard buttons and a touchscreen interface, which is pretty good with excellent response. Apple CarPlay is standard. Sorry, Android users, not supported.
Doesn't matter if the top is up or down, the trunk is the same size and not very big.
As you can see, SUV sensibility is not happening here. It's good for a carry-on suitcase at best, and some locks. But 718s have a frunk, so it's more useful than you might imagine. I got a good deal on seltzer water, so there's that. It's not like I'm going to try to sell this car to my wife for its practicality, but hey, it's not bad. Sure, the GTS 4-liter is pricey, but not bad for a mid-engine sports car when you consider McLaren and Lamborghini. You can save money by going with the Cayman GTS 4-liter, that's $2,000 less. Maybe drop down to the Turbo 4 version of Boxster or Cayman, that starts at $61,000 to $63,000, or the new V8-powered C8 Corvette that begins at $60K. It's kind of a bargain. What you get with the Porsches is perfect build quality plus dynamics that feel more live with less physical bloat, and Porsche design is pure and clean without a single wasted line.
All right, time to sum things up with red light, green light.
Green light. The flat 6 engine and manual transmission is mechanical perfection. Don't forget the PDK, that's good too. Few cars have the kind of balanced, tenacious driving dynamics that the mid-engine 718 delivers. Porsche's build quality is second to none. Inside and out, it's precision craftsmanship. Yellow lights? It's expensive, but it's a Porsche, that's expected. Not very fuel efficient, but hey, that's not what buyers are demanding in this segment. And think twice about those carbon fiber sports seats. Red lights. I'm thinking about the only thing I can come up with is the Porsche price spiral. Colored seatbelts for $360? Painted instrument cluster for $700? I guess it's good money if you can get it. Whether it's the Cayman or Boxster, the 718 GTS 4-liter is a machine to lust after. Or to keep with the flat 6, there's the Cayman GT4 and Spider that have some extra performance and knife-edged handling that some crave.
If you're trying to decide between the two, ask yourself and be honest, are you really going to track your car? If so, GT4 is probably a good choice. But this not only is a great daily driver, but it's really fun to drive. Great performance.
Driving this near its limits on public roads is a good way to risk a felony record. That's how capable it is. One of the best driving machines money can buy, the GTS 4-liter is highly focused on offering a good time with plenty of 6 appeal. See what I did there? I pointed out in my GT4 review that certain 718 models are encroaching on 911 territory, and the folks at Porsche will admit that. It also depends on what models you're comparing. Some have accused Porsche of turning 911 into more of a grand touring vehicle, but really, the technology exists to make high-performance car far more comfortable and livable these days. The 911 is no different, and I can tell you a 911 Turbo S on a racetrack is a spiritual experience.
I'm a firm believer that everybody should drive a convertible at least once in their life. If not, own one. They're terrific. Just a great sense of freedom.
If nothing else, rent one for the weekend or while you're on your next vacation.
Normally at the end of the video, I offer up a fun fact and of course ask you to subscribe and then click notifications. This time something a little bit different. You all know that I shoot, write, and edit these videos, and a lot of you have wondered how I do it and what kind of gear I use. Well, today I'm gonna show you. My main camera is a Sony FS7 that you all helped me buy, but it's so large it won't fit easily in the Porsche, so I'm using my Panasonic UX180. I shoot these videos in 4K. You should watch them on a television. They look great. I bought a new GoPro Hero 9, but it turns out it no longer lets you monitor the output on a phone or tablet while shooting, so I'm sticking with the Hero 7. Drone shots are done with the DJI Mavic Air. I destroyed my Phantom 3 a couple years ago. And I got a new tool using this for the first time, a DJI Osmo Pocket with a 4th axis mount from a company called Scotty Builds Stuff. It's designed to get rid of the bobbing that you would get while walking. It also works great mounted to Martin's truck to eliminate uneven road surfaces. Yeah, it's supposed to bob wildly like this. Here's some untouched video. See? Pretty cool. Bringing up that I color grade nearly every shot in Final Cut 10. And on special cars like the Boxster here, dedicated driven team members come out to help. I can't vouch for their music taste though.
For coming out and helping me shoot. And there's nothing more German than this.
Yeah!
Martin, Rob, you guys are awesome. I couldn't do these videos without you. Probably do without the chicken dance music, but oh well. And also, people wonder where I shoot these. Dozens of places all around Seattle. Right now, I'm just outside of Carnation, Washington. There are some beautiful roads here. I like to shoot cars in their natural habitat. And Carnation, Washington, here's a fun fact, is named after the evaporated milk. Seriously. All right. Thanks for watching, folks. Remember, subscribe and click notifications. That's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.